Today we are at the only outdoor Hyrox gym in the world, apparently. We are at Club La Santa in Lanzarote, which is a kind of multi-sports resort where you can do anything you like. There is a running track, there is paddle courts, tennis courts, everything that you could possibly want as an active person. So recently they got affiliated with Hyrox and established their Hyrox gym. We've been here a few times, but this is the first time that we have taken part in one of their Hyrox classes. So they run about 2 Hyrox classes a day, such as the popularity of them, one in the morning and one in the evening. And once a week they do a Hyrox simulation, which is effectively what we're doing this morning. So we've got about an 80-minute window to kind of get through as much of a Hyrox workout as we can. You can scale it a little bit in terms of the running. There is a running track here, so you can do 1 lap or 2 laps or try and make up the extra distance to a kilometre if you can. We're going to do 400-metre loops today. We're not in Hyrox training conditions, so it's a little bit of an unknown how today is going to go. So we're training for something called ATHX, so hoping this will be good training for that. So we're just going to sample the class and see how we get on, and hopefully take you along for a bit of the ride. We have had the briefing. We are just doing a bit of a final warm-up. We will be doing 1 kilometre runs. That it's basically 2.5 laps of the track, which the guide has told me I am doing, so I guess that puts an end to that. We're not doing it in the traditional Hyrox order. There are 4 kind of heats and we do kind of different stations, so we don't all get bunched up on one. So I'm starting with the sled push and pull, which isn't great for me. It means I'll probably blow up straight away, but we'll just get on with it and see how we go. We're about 5 minutes from starting, and yeah, we are a little bit out of our comfort zone today, but that's the whole point.
We're starting in 7 seconds, so good luck everybody. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Good luck everybody.
Hello, sled push, my old friend. I did not forget how much it blows your legs up straight from the off, but that was a nice reminder. Sled pulls every bit as bad as I remember them being. My 2 worst stations are now done. My legs are already toast, but we continue. I quite like the row coming where it was after the sleds served as a little bit of active recovery. It took me about 4 minutes 30. You push the rower much more. There's a very narrow window of where it really gasses you out, so I would have lost any gains on the run. So row went okay. Let's go, Lily. Burpee broad jumps, they're okay, they just take a while. We're about 45 minutes in. I'm absolutely crackered, but keeping going. 4 stations down into the 5th run. Ski erg is done, exactly 5 minutes. Another one that I take is active recovery, so the legs don't feel too bad at the moment on the run. We got the farmer's carry up next, so 1k to do. Farmer's carry is done. We have got 2 stations left. I don't know if we'll get through them all. We are on the run before we do the sandbag carry, and then we've got wall balls. So I'm not sure what the cut-off is, either 80 or 90 minutes. We are currently at 68 minutes, so we'll just see how it goes. It's about 25 degrees, but it's overcast, so there's not blazing direct sun on you, which is good. So this is more work than I was expecting this morning. I was not expecting to do the level of running, but I'm pleased with how it's going so far. Sandbag lunges done. They weren't too bad. Took it relatively slow. I've got knee pads on, which really helps because we're doing it on a rather rough running track. So protects the knees a little bit. We're on the final run. It is just over 80 minutes in. Cut off could be any minute, so we'll see how far we get. Hopefully we get a little bit into the wall balls. I won't cry if we don't get them all. Hyrox is done. I was not expecting to do a full Hyrox with full 1 kilometre runs between stations, but that is what I did. We had a 90-minute cut-off and I got 75 into the wall balls, which was everyone's last station. Some of the stations are in a different order to what you would typically do a Hyrox in, because there is kind of not enough space for a kind of full setup here, so you end up going in 4 different heats starting at different stations, and but you all finish on the wall balls. So I got 75 wall balls, so 25 from finishing in 90 minutes, which for me actually might have been a PB had I have finished the wall balls, but we'll save that for another day. I think the good thing is I haven't done any Hyrox training for over a year. I've done very little CrossFit. I've done a little bit of functional training recently to start preparing me for my ATHX solo, which is happening in early December. But having done no specific Hyrox training on sleds or anything like that, I'm actually super happy with how that went compared to when I was doing it properly. When I say properly, I mean in an official organised Hyrox event. The difference today was that I took it at a reasonably relaxed pace all the way through, so even from the very first run I kept a lid on my running pace. I used the row and the ski as kind of active recovery, still keeping them at a decent pace, but I think they were learnings that I took from my 2 experiences of doing Hyrox. When, if you've seen my Hyrox video from London, when I questioned my life choices at the end and I didn't think I would be doing one again, then this is perhaps rekindled a bit of that fire, because that was every bit the Hyrox. Even more challenging in some respects because it was in the heat, about maybe between kind of 22, 25 degrees centigrade, quite overcast, a little bit of rain towards the end as well, which was quite nice, a bit of misty rain that meant that it cooled everything down. One of the big differences between this and Hyrox for me was the humidity in Hyrox. When you do it in an arena, you get dry mouth really quickly. I normally carry a hydration backpack. Here, the hydration was okay today. Earlier in the week, it was very, very dry. But I say there was a bit of rain today, and when we were running around, I was not getting dry mouth and things like that. So all in all, a good experience, far more than I was expecting to do today, but really pleased that we did it. That is my big thing of the day done. Perhaps my big thing to end my stay at Club La Santa. Just do a few more relaxing things now before we leave. But if you like this video, give it a like. There are more videos for Hyrox and ATHX and things like that on my channel. There is also a lot of running content, which, if you're new to me, that's the kind of main thing I do, a bit of running content with a sprinkling of functional fitness. So give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. See ya.